Okay, this is the Sea of Thieves PVP stereotype video because honestly, if you see someone and they look like however they look, they're probably gonna be how they look. Because in this game, for whatever reason, the majority of people will wear the same thing and act a certain way. So here is the list to look out for, starting from the very beginning to the sweatiest. So here's what the average new player will look like. They'll be wearing something around these lines, just whatever they can afford. And these guys are the two people, either a guy pretending to be a noob, that's the smarter guy pretending to be a noob, or an actual noob. And usually they're an actual noob if they look like this, or have some kind of pirate hat on, or admiral clothes, any of the cheap clothes. They're probably actually a noob. Okay, so this outfit is the one that actual sweats use who are pretending to be noobs because they think people will fall for this, which they don't. They'll usually be like a really big fat pirate too. So if you see a fat pirate that has no clothes on, it's probably gonna be really sweaty player. So the next tier above that you'll see is the Reaper pajamas, that's what people call them. These guys, they can actually sometimes be really good for no reason. That's because they play other games like Valorant or something, or they're really bad. Usually people who wear this are noobs who think this looks cool. More commonly you'll see them wear like some merchant outfit or gold hoarder, any just outfit for the trading company. They're usually on the same level of skill. So now we have the Ashen Curse. So lots of players, especially new players, will get this thinking it's like really sweaty, and they're very mixed people. They'll be the most normal person you'll meet, like just completely regular skill. Now everyone knows these players are pretty toxic.
I got shit on, but I got one bucket on. It's enough for you to come back.
So these guys are actually pretty forgotten about. I don't know why people don't talk about these guys more. Try to think that it's like stealthy. They'll always be wearing the all black sails too. So it's very common. If you see those, they're probably not that great. They can be pretty sweaty at PvP, but as for like cannoning and using their ship, they don't really know how to use it too well.
What the fuck?
They always say they can use it for tucking, but they never do as well. They never really do. But there is some mixed bag. Sometimes there will be a pretty sweaty one who's tucking, but it's pretty rare because most people, if they're good at PvP, don't need to tuck. So next up is the fake skeleton curse. Now this one specifically is the better of the fake skeleton curses because they actually usually have it already and are using this, or they plan on getting it. If they're willing to spend the money on the game, they're probably going to go through and get it anyway. So now this doesn't go for the other two ones, the dark warsmith ones, and those are actual just really bad players usually who just want a cool looking skeleton without having to work for it. So, and for whatever reason, it's always like 10-year-olds. I don't know why, but I always see 10-year-olds using open crew.
Please can someone come get me? I'm in the water.
Now these are the sunken curse people. They have the exact same skill as a gold curse, so if you see them, you pretty much expect the same thing. They, for whatever reason, always have blonde hair though, or a blonde beard. If they're a guy pirate, they always got this hat on too, because they think it's sweaty. And they are actually, on a scale of skill, they're definitely much higher. More often than not, they'll be very toxic. So, because these guys think they're the best in the game, especially more than Ashen Curse. They're like double Ashen Curse and thinking they're the best in the game, which they're not. Same with Gold Curse, but I feel like Gold Curse are less toxic than these guys. Now, the last curse I want to show for regular curses before you get the PvP is this one. If you see someone wearing the Stone Curse, full butt naked Stone Curse, they are very likely to be a super sweat because they don't care about obviously cosmetics. They just play PvP for fun. So these guys are definitely above PvP curses. Usually they'll have both or even gold. And so now's the time for the skeleton curse. So skeleton curse people are, I'd say, like 3 times as better than ghost curse people, because I'll get to that when I'm able to, but for now there's multiple types of skeletons, so I'm going to show you based off outfits because that's pretty much how you can categorize them. So white bones, no one actually wears white bones when they first get it, mainly because they just want to be different from other people, but I honestly still think it's cool, but most people don't, so let me get into those. So usually you'll find one like this that has just a bunch of random items on that you can get very quickly, like the ashen stuff, both of it on at once, pirate hat or the cage, any of these, very common. So this will be the very first base level, someone who did it just for cosmetics, and usually these guys don't go for anything more, and so these guys will probably be the least sweaty of any skeleton curse. The next type we got is this one. It's the red bones. Now usually they will have pants or not, but usually they'll be wearing this hat. these guys think they're sweaty, but they're actually not. Like, if I see some dude wearing red bones, I know I'm gonna cook him up. Now, don't get it confused with people who wear this outfit. These dudes are the worst. These are the worst red bones. These are just pretty much equivalent skill of the last skeleton curse I showed.
You fucking suck. You lost the fight. Why are you like this?
They just put on all the stuff that they can, that you can get without playing more PvP. So some guys think this looks cool, sometimes don't. They know how to play the game, but they're really not that great. Now these guys with the multicolored bones, they are a little bit more sweatier than the other two. Even if they wear an outfit like this, they're definitely much sweatier because they're continuing their PvP, and so usually they wear these bones just because it's a PvP bones. They only need 105, but it shows that they're continuing, so they're a little better than the other ones either way, no matter what they wear. Now here's like the level 130 kind of section. This will be their outfit. They are definitely still sinkable, but they're grinding really hard, so you probably won't win against these dudes. They're kind of like the similar level to the green bones. Some of them will be much better, some will not, but the only thing they want the most is their bucket, because I know I did. And then finally we have the players with the bucket all the way to the sunken bones. I don't have them yet because I just have not been grinding past the bucket. But people with anything bucket plus, they're all pretty much gonna be really sweaty all around. Like, they're pretty much at least all around players. There's nothing you can really do. Like, sometimes you'll find that they're actually really bad because they're players from back then who got the bucket and then stopped playing PvP entirely. They actually could be really bad. I've beaten spawn killed some even until their ship sunk. So they're really mixed, but they're the least toxic players, I'd say. The most notable thing though, the less cosmetics they wear, the sweatier they are. So this is a pretty common sight. If you see this with like golden bones or anything, or verdant bones, they probably won't be wearing much at all because they don't really care for cosmetics, they just play for fun. So now finally we have the ghost curse. I don't have it, that's the best I can show it for, but these players usually pretty bad actually. On a scale of PvP, they're pretty much honestly at like the level of sunken curse, and sometimes worse, because they're very easy to kill for some reason. I don't know why, but it's usually could be because a lot of these guys who get it are lost farmers who got it on like a double XP weekend, and then they only play PvE for their pirate legend. But yeah, these guys all around, they're not that great, to be honest. There's nothing much to say about them unless it's a gold. They're the sweaty ones, but regular, they're not sweaty at all. And also, if I forgot any, make sure you guys leave some of the comments. I can make a part 2, and I'll put your username in the video for who said which type of player, because I'm sure I'm missing some. So